So we know that a lot of the Twilight vampires develop special abilities or gifts based on some trait or ability they had while they were human. So what does that mean for Edward's mind-reading abilities? Well, Carlisle would tell you that he thinks his darling favorite son must have been really good at reading people and very observant and good at judging character and knowing things about people in his human life. Stephanie would probably tell you that too. I would say that is the biggest bag of BS to the point where it is like hilariously ironic. If you choose to believe that that's the reason Edward has a mind-reading gift, that's great. Like, I'm happy for you. Based on what we know about Edward and how he is like the least observant, densest fool who literally stalked a girl day and night, played 20 questions with her, and still by the end of a 4-book series admitted that he didn't understand her, I think that's hilarious. I believe Krusty has his gift because he's nosy. Like you said, I think this line of thought makes a lot more sense. I think he was probably a very nosy human. Because as we know him, he's the nosiest man alive, a true Gemini. And I will say that I do think his gift makes him even worse because he relies on it. So he like doesn't pay attention to people at all and honestly doesn't care to, which is why I just can't believe that like he was really like good at reading people, because he's terrible at it. And especially if you want me to believe that they're frozen in the state they were turned, then like he was always terrible at it. I just think it's so funny, especially like contrasted with Jacob, who is so observant, and the whole like he can read Bella's mind but Edward never could thing. Like, it's so funny, and that makes perfect sense, and it's just like so ironic and funny and bizarre, and I do have to talk about that. I will say though that while I do find him to be pretty dense, Edward is very calculating, so I think that his gift, like his specific kind of mind reading, does make sense for him rather than like a milder, less invasive gift. But ultimately I think this man was just in everybody's business.